What's going on, everybody? So for today's episode, I'm going to show you guys how to make a classic cocktail, the Manhattan. The difference for today is that I'll be using bourbon versus the traditional rye whiskey. Now the Manhattan, it's a cocktail that's been around since the late 1800s or so. The origin of the cocktail is a little bit murky, but it really gained some ground during the Prohibition era. Traditionally, bartenders who made this, they made it with rye whiskey. I prefer it really with bourbon simply because of its sweetness. For me, it blends well with the sweet vermouth. So let's take a look at the tools and the ingredients that you'll need first. First, you're going to need a mixing glass and a strainer. I use a mixing container from Crate and Barrel. I like their barware. The mixer that I have has a strainer in its lid, so that's why we've got that. You'll want some sort of spoon to stir your cocktail as well. We'll be serving the cocktail neat in a coupe glass, which currently has ice and chilled water, and we'll get into that in just a little bit. I prefer a coupe glass over a rocks glass for the Manhattan. The reason being is that, when you're serving something neat, the concern is that the temperature of your hand may warm the glass that you drink. So, with the coupe, you're not touching the part of the glass where the cocktail sits. So now, ingredients, really simple: sweet vermouth, well, actually right here, angostura bitters, maraschino cherries, and your rye whiskey. Again, I'm making today's cocktail with bourbon. For the traditionalist in the room, y'all can kiss my ass, I don't care. Try both and go with whatever you prefer. The bourbon of choice today is Bullet. Both their rye and bourbon selections are of quality. You can drink it straight, neat on the rocks, and you can pair it with a really good cocktail. So let's get started. A good way to remember your measurements for how to make a Manhattan is by remembering New York City's area code, 212. 2 dashes of bitters, 1 ounce sweet vermouth, and 2 ounces of your liquor. We'll add all that into our mixing glass or our container here. I've already added ice to this so that you wouldn't have to see me run back and forth to the fridge or whatnot. While we make the cocktail, a tip that I like to give when serving it is to keep your serving glass chilled with ice water. Here I've got the ice water chilling the coupe as I make the cocktail. Since the drink is served neat, you want to prep the glass to stay cool. After you've got everything in, we'll start stirring it with the ice. So let's begin. So, as I mentioned, two dashes of bitters. And now 2 ounces of your liquor, rye whiskey or bourbon. All right, so now I've got everything in there. You want to begin to stir with the ice. I probably stir for about an estimated 45 seconds or so. While I'm stirring, I'm really pushing against the ice so that it melts a little and helps with the dilution process. I don't want it to just be cold, but I want to release some of that water from the ice into my drink. So. now let's strain the product into our chilled glass. Let's pour this out. Now we're going to top this off with the maraschino cherry to garnish. Kampai, salute, cheers. Careful with this one. Oh, that joint's delicious. All right, there you have it, people. A classic Manhattan served with bourbon. And again, for the traditionalist watching this, judging, whatever, hey man, just kiss my ass. Try both and, make your own decision. If there are other cocktails you'd like to see me make, add them below. Hit the subscribe button, like, share. Peace.